remember one time I was going through the struggle. It was bad. I was in a bad patch. And it was so bad I didn't want to go to church. I didn't want to do nothing. Amen. I was hurting. And Vanessa came to me and she was like, "It's getting late. Are you going to get dressed for church?" I said, "No, I'm not going to church. I do not want to go to church. And it'll behoove you not to ask me again." And so she walked away, and then she went to go get the kids ready. By then we had little kids at the time. And I remember hearing my daughter say, "Mommy, is Daddy going to church?" And I remember hearing Vanessa say, "Yes." And I remember thinking, I done told that woman I ain't going nowhere. And she said, "Yes." And then my daughter said, "Okay, all right." And just like that, and it was like God was like, "So is that how we're going to do things? So you're going to let that little girl come around here, you're going to look at her, and you're going to tell her you're not going to church?" And I remember I said, "All right, I'll go this one last time, but I ain't going back after today." So I got dressed that day, and I remember I got to church, and I pulled up in the parking lot, and I remember God met me in that parking lot. By the time I walked into the building, I was in tears, man. Because it's not like I didn't really want to go. I was just hurting. And the devil was trying to keep me away. There's more to coming to church than coming here to hear me talk. There's a spirit here. And it's not me you're coming to hear talk. You're coming to be in contact with the Spirit of God. And so you say, why can't I come in contact with the Spirit of God in my living room? Because that ain't what God said. God said, come to church. Come to the building. God said, I've organized this spot. Yes, God could meet you in your living room if needs be. But God said, I've set this spot. I've called you to come out of there to come to here. Why did the Israelites have to travel all the way to Jerusalem every year, basically for church? Because God said so. And God said, remember, this battle is won and lost based on your obedience. This battle, the hope is generated based on your obedience to what God has said. That's why. Are you following me? If you come and it's like the Spirit of God is here, it's waiting for you. And He is ready and He's waiting to reward your obedience.